And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will have the opening possession of the game. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Finds a soft spot. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Give to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got room to work. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Catch in the middle, it's Courtney. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
So now it's second and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Lopez to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Courtney. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes.
Abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Shepard. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice move, create some space. He's into the open down the middle. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Lopez wants to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Grabbed over the middle. It's Courtney. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man. It's Courtney. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pressure coming, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lopez to pass. Got his man quickly. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Tar Heel! A great catch and run for 6. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
North Carolina, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Jackson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Taylor wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Going with the ground game left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Pass play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The short hands, it's Hawkins. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Working that left side now. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Courtney. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Snagged in the middle. It's Courtney. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Shepard. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That's caught. It's Courtney. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Hawkins. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Green. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Lopez to pass. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play, what we do, we're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's in open space downfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That's caught. It's Johnson. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. To the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Taylor wants to throw. fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 8. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Smith takes the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Lopez to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lopez wants to fire. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 20 over Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Find space on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Mississippi State going up tempo. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads it downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job for
turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They just keep firing. And wings it incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 1st down from their own 22. Looking for a gap. It's French. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Courtney. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Power football with the run. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Inside the 25. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park, but they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0, Paul.
And they've got to feel good, too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but, man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.